everybody, it's Talk to Me Tuesday, and I haven't been on for about 2 years, maybe less than that, I can't remember. It's been a while, but I have missed you all, and so I thought one of my goals for this year was to make videos again, to talk to you all, because I miss you. I have watched some videos, not all of them. It's been a very strange 2 years. I mean, last year I think was strange for everybody. This year has started off strange again. If you don't know me, if you're new to Talk to Me Tuesday, or you've forgotten who I am, which is more than likely, my name's Vicky. I live in England, in a place called Loughborough. I used to live in Abingdon near Oxford. I have a husband and 2 children, a boy and a girl, aged 11 and nearly 9 retrospectively. My 9-year-old is autistic, and so that's where this year and last year has kind of disappeared in a myriad of dealing with getting diagnosis and then getting support and help and understanding what her needs are, etc, etc. And crafting for me has always been a way to stave off depression and a way to stave off just sitting and watching Real Housewives of whatever on the telly, although there has been a lot of that this year, what with lockdowns and things. In the UK, we are just entering a new national lockdown, which means that the children will be homeschooled again. So they were back at school. It's a different school environment than it used to be. So they're in bubbles and they're kept they're not mixed. All the children are not mixed together. And they have certain helpers that work in those bubbles. I work in a school as well. I'm a lunchtime supervisor, so I go in and look after the kids at lunchtime. So the national lockdown that was announced yesterday means that the children cannot go to school, because although I am a key worker in that I work in a school, I work for an hour a day, an hour and a half a day, and my husband is not a key worker. He works in the IT profession, so technically I can look after the children at home. I'm not essential staff to the school. So that means that the children are home. As of tomorrow, we'll start homeschooling again, which is fabulous. Hard enough when you've got a neurotypical child, even harder when you've got a child who isn't neurotypical. And that is going to be an interesting few weeks. So we are on national lockdown until at least mid-Feb. Because of a new variant of COVID, and because it's spreading a lot quicker than the previous COVID, although we do have vaccines and they are being rolled out, and I would imagine that they will be rolled out to teachers a lot quicker than they were expecting to roll them out to teachers, teaching staff and school staff. So that will be interesting, to say the least. Yeah, I won't. I was going to say something, but I won't. We have a blonde-haired idiot running our country right now. I won't say much about that, apart from the fact that I didn't vote for him. And yeah. So as of yesterday lunchtime, all the schools were back. The primary schools were back in school, and he was saying, no, we're not going to shut schools, it'll be absolute last resort. And then Scotland shut their schools, and suddenly it was like, we're going to make an announcement. It's like, okay. So he's copying Scotland's work, basically, which is quite amusing for the Scottish, no doubt. Anyway, enough about rubbishy politics and stuff like that. So my hair is a lot longer than it used to be when I did these videos, and I don't particularly love how it's sitting right now, which is why I keep flicking it, sorry. Very annoying. In terms of crafting, I started off with quilting. I made the Project of Doom the last time we did the big Project of Doom along. and that's what I did. I then got into cross stitching, and then I have a Cricut machine, so I make t-shirts and things like that. And then lockdown last year, I've always wanted to crochet, always loved it. Crochet or knit, I wasn't bothered which. But I'd actually been given lessons by someone who teaches people to crochet, and she just said, you'll never crochet. It's just too awkward, you just won't. So I took her at her words. But then when we went into lockdown last year, I decided that actually I'm going to try and teach myself to crochet. So I did. And since then, I haven't really looked back. I think some of you are friends on Facebook as well, so you'll have seen most of the crochet stuff that I've been making. But I've really got into aragurumi, and I've made all sorts of different things. You can actually see just here, there's a basket full of aragurumi toys. There's a little aragurumi there. I don't know what else is up there. There's a little dragon. So I thought I'd just show you a couple of things that I made just before Christmas. So this is Rainbow Bright, for those of you that remember Rainbow Bright. I certainly do. She's my little stitched Rainbow Bright doll. They sit awkwardly on this stand because the heads don't quite sit upright, but there she is. And then the same week I made her, I also made Wonder Woman. With her gold lasso and her mad hair. So yeah, I don't know who I'm making them for. I'm pretty much making them for me. I've got various things that I'm trying to make to raffle off for, to raise funds for special educational needs at my school, or my children's school. But I have formed a very large yarn collection, which is all sort of sitting behind me here. And here and everywhere. My main fandoms are Disney, anything Disney, and I include Star Wars in that, although it was a fandom before it became Disney. I love Disney. I went a couple of years ago, I went twice to Florida. We were supposed to go April last year, but obviously that got cancelled. And at some point I will get back. I absolutely adore Disney. Yeah, full stop. Love princesses, love movies, love Disney Plus, love Star Wars, love Marvel, love it all. My favourite ride at Disney is Haunted Mansion, and you'll see if I do more videos, when I do more videos, I'll move around, and there is Haunted Mansion things everywhere. I've got Haunted Mansion cross stitches in front of me. There's Haunted Mansion picture back there. I actually have the Disney Lego castle. Let's see if I can turn you around without making you seasick. Which is there. So that's my Disney Lego castle that my husband bought me for Christmas last year. So yeah, I'm Disney mad. I also love Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Jane Austen. What else do I love? I just love things. I get hooked into things, and then that's it. I'm kind of a fan for life. But yes, so that's me in a very brief nutshell, and I'm sorry if I'm waffling too much. I will show you as I do more things, the things I've got making, the projects I've got on the go and things like that. I don't know how much of that will be quilting because I just don't love it as much as I used to. I still love it. I regularly look at the stuff on Fandom and Stitches and think, oh, shall I give it a go again? But I just, just something stops me. My machine, I have a, you can probably just see it there, a Janome Memory Craft, which I don't particularly love, which was ridiculous because it was very, very expensive. But I don't love it, and I find it hard to paper piece on it. It's an embroidery machine as well. I like the embroidery side, but I don't love to do it. I like doing it for when, like, it's Christmas or to make teacher gifts and things like that, then it's great. It's really useful for that. I do have a standard Janome as well, but it's in desperate need of a service, and it's really clunky and not quite working to its best, which means that it just doesn't get pulled out because I'd rather just sit and crochet. And I have a list of about 150 crochet projects that I've bought patterns for in the last 6 months that I just want to get making. One of which I'm hoping you'll see next week. I'm going to start it this week. Is a little Freddie Mercury. Growing up, Freddie and Queen were my parents' music of choice. We listened to Queen on car trips. We listened to Queen on holidays. Queen was just always part of our life, to the extent that when my dad passed away, the song we had playing when we walked into the chapel was Flash Gordon by Queen, because it was a family song with everybody taking different parts from that particular song. So I absolutely love Queen. If I listen to music, it's that, Disney or musicals, particularly Hamilton. Again, that's another fandom. I love Hamilton. I just think Lin-Manuel Miranda is an absolute god and can do no wrong. Now I've said that, I hope he does no wrong. I love Hamilton, but Queen is just a real love. So over Christmas, there's, for some reason, at Christmas in the UK, they put Queen documentaries on and Queen concerts. I don't know what it is about Christmas. I know they've got the song Thank God It's Christmas, but it's just odd. So there were loads of documentaries on over the Christmas break, and I watched a couple of them because, you know, it was the Christmas break, and I watched them and ate chocolate and flakes on the sofa. So it reinstigated my love of Queen, reminded me of how much it meant to me growing up and how much of a genius I think Freddie was. And not just Freddie, the whole band, Brian May and Roger Taylor and Roger Taylor. I don't know why I said Tyler. Anyway, waffle over. I'm going to make a Freddie. I'm also working on a couple of things. I'm working on a shawl and a blanket, so you'll see those as progress goes. I did make this week, which is an ear cover for the cold weather. Just a twisted ear cover. I made 2 of these, one of them in bright pink, which my daughter has claimed. That's what tends to happen in my sewing room. I make things and then I get a little visitor that comes in and says, "Oh, I like that, Mummy," and she claims them, and then I don't see them again ever. Anyway, that is enough for me. I'm sorry for the waffliness of this video. Most of my videos before were quite short. I don't tend to edit, so I apologise if my fiddling with my hair or messing things up annoys you. I hope it doesn't. And I will see you all next week. I will hopefully be watching your videos. So if you see comments coming through from Vicky Baggins of the Shire, that's me. I've kept an eye on Talk to Me Tuesday, even though I haven't been posting. So I've tended to watch the videos that people post on YouTube, but I haven't been commenting at all. But I knew that I really wanted to get back into it this year. So, yes, fingers crossed that works. I will see you all next week. Have a fantastically crafty week, and see you all later. Bye.